So good evening. Good morning. It is morning still. And I think that, every city or every state across this nation has an obligation to the people to understand exactly what we all should expect and more now than ever out of citizenship and what our reality is. And truly, what is our reality? As within the states, we don't vote. We don't understand the connection between life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when someone says that you're being mischievous and they can restrict you without any kind of trial, I don't know what country that is. I just don't know where I am anymore, living here in Nevada. So, America, this is the Department of Education's website. It does exist, and then talks about the American Rescue Plan. It says on Thursday, March 11th, you see President Biden signed into law the American Rescue Plan, ARP. And see, there are just regulations that have to be followed. Look, it has one here. It says click on there and it takes you to the law, and it takes you to a whole act behind what was the intent behind the American Rescue Plan. I just want you to understand that that is there for your use as a citizen. And then we can go back. I'm not going to do that right now. Trend Michael wants to do an update. I want to go back here. And then so you can always contact the, the agency. And then it has what would be the ESSER funds and the homeless. Look, they're for homeless people, homeless children and foster youth. And it just tells you how to, how to use the money. And it just tells you everything. How for the Native American population, come on now. How can people be so unwilling to understand that there are rules around the issuance of funding? And so when you go here, you're able to look at the grantees and their applicants. Isn't that amazing? So you're going to see who got the money, right? I guess the forecaster. Just go here. And then you can just look. And it tells you what the eligible applicants are. And then you can apply right here online. And I just really want you to understand that technology is so superseded everything. I'm sitting here in my kitchen and I probably could do a little bit better organizing, but I did want to share because sharing is fundamental to being an American citizen and understanding that there are legal guidelines as to how the money is issued. And you could just, go through each. It tells you if the state is eligible, if the county or the city or whatever, what you have to be in order to get this money. Look, there's individual grants that people have to actually apply for. And if they don't apply, you don't get the money. It's just not free money. You understand? Just not free money. No, nothing's free. Life, liberty, and what? The Office of the Migrant Education. What is that telling you? I think we need to ensure that more people are speaking English language or whatever, but look, high school equivalency program, that would be interesting to look at. Okay. And services to students with the high school equivalency. Oh, look, support services and activities that our HEP program can help provide students to address barriers for migrant students facing enrolling and completing higher education. What about American citizens and what kind of support? This is the same kind of support, boo. It's nothing different. But what behooves the shit out of me is how people really don't even follow the basic guidance for what am I telling you about? Title I. Because they don't. That's not something that they do, boo. It's something that they just don't do. And because they don't do it, they have not been getting additional funds. But you see, in America, there's only one Office of Secondary and Elementary Education. And it tells you that we can help you. Oh, look, there's a school ambassador fellowship program. And the governor's emergency let's just look at the power of the governor, shall we? Okay. It talks about the methodology behind the funding, the emergency assistance, And it talks about, services, and it just goes through, oh my goodness, fraud, waste, and abuse. Is this where we should be sharing our concerns as children are being removed from their homeschool at the age of 11? Because it's a gifted and talented program? I'm just confused. I'm so confused when the Commission on Pupil-Centered Funding can talk about supplanting federal dollars. I'm just confused. So until we have a good understanding of what's going on here in Nevada, by a public conversation about what's been found out, because there are far too many negativity things that are happening. So many kids are ending up in foster care, so much abuse of between the people. They have poor communication skills, and that's just real. But I mean, quite frankly, look, there is something here that's interesting. On July 1st, 2020, that was last year, the Department of Education published an interim financial rule on the CARES Act. And it says this is what the rule is. And it's on September the 4th, NAACP versus Betsy DeVos. Come on, y'all. The department, and here's the opinion, and it has the order. But what the deal is that public education is for the people. So why is it that so many children are failing and we're paying for these services? So in America, the word is e pluribus unum, and many there's one, but out of one there's none. So who will you be in 2021? Please like and subscribe. Follow me. I'm on Anchor. I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. Limited, but hey, still there. And life is good when you know who you are. So I'm going to do another podcast in a little bit, but I just want you to enjoy the day and learn a little something. So I'm going to end the recording, and I'm going to come back in a little bit.